Hello and welcome to another Maximum Power video. I was going to do another pickup video on things that picked up over last month. The last video I just posted was obviously talking about the Play Expo pickups. I have picked up a few other games from local, charity shops and whatnot. But one of the things that I want to really feature on this is, as usual, looking back at one of the old magazines. Now, I bought these off eBay last week. I think I paid £12 for them. Basically, it's the first 6 issues of Total magazine. Now, Total was obviously covering the Nintendo and also the Game Boy, and then Super Nintendo and later N64. It came out just before Super Play magazine did, so it's something that I've never really focused on collecting. I used to buy it every so often, like back when I was a kid, but my main magazine collection is obviously Super Play and also Nintendo magazine system, which I'm still trying to get the first 55 issues, and I'm about 17, 18 missing at the moment. So when I saw Total, which is always a really good magazine and everything, I had to get them. So basically what I want to do is just have a look at issue 1. It did last a little bit longer than Super Play as well. I think it went to about, off the top of my head, about issue 64, 65. The style changed a couple of times. I've got a few of the later issues. Also changed the actual design of the magazine as well, like giving it more of a spine and everything. Anyway, I'll have a very quick flick through this. So this is issue 1, January 1992, costing £1.95. Here on the back we have got the Total staff, Steve Jarrett there, formerly of Commodore format and also Edge magazine, which he went on to do after this, and also Andy Dyer, or Andy Vicky Dyer as he always called him in this. So straight away, big, sort of like colourful, explosion, Nintendo explosion as it says. Here we have got, as usual, but welcome to the magazine page. I'll tell you a little bit about both writers in the magazine. Obviously there are a few other people who obviously work on it as well, but the first few issues of Total was all really about those two. As the magazine went on, it did bring more people into the magazine to either review games, to do things like the tips and cheats, and as I say, it went on. Steve Jarrett obviously took more of a step back. It's just obviously one of those now big names, from when I think of magazines, recognisable names. So for example, when Sam Dyer has been making his books, his Commodore 64 and Amiga compendiums, obviously, well, not obviously again, God, I keep saying it, he has had Steve Jarrett proofread them and everything like that. So I'm always like, wow, that's brilliant. I was lucky enough to send a issue of Total down to Sam, and he got that signed for me by Steve. So one of the things on the want list is to get issue 1 signed as well. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about things I want and start talking about the magazine, at least a little bit. So like I said, this is before the Super Nintendo came out, so it's all about NES and Game Boy. So the Super Nintendo is coming. Also, the big game around this time was Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. So what I want to quickly do is, we have got, first thing, again, like most new magazines, feature on the actual hardware, different things, obviously, what you can get with different NESs and stuff like this. So for example, the Mutant Machine, the NES, 2 pads, and Turtles game, 80 quid, not too bad. The control deck set, which came with the original Mario Bros, 80 quid, and again 2 controllers. They had a load of other little bits and pieces. You've also got, now this is one that a couple of mates had, I remember going around to theirs years ago, the NES action set with Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers. Never saw the superset though with the 4-player adapter and the 4 controllers. Again, priced at £100, so that's not too bad. Anyway, let's say I'll quickly whiz through this. We have got the big review here, Super Mario Bros. 3, which was an absolutely fantastic game. Still a good game now, and obviously it was a massive, massive jump. And when Mario World came out, obviously it took that another step further. I always remember this as a kid, 98%. You know, that was absolutely massive. I think with Mario All Stars, I think it rated at 99%, I seem to remember. If I do get that issue, I will, obviously feature it on here. Because I remember as a kid going, that's crazy, like really high 90s. So next up we have got, like I say, it's all NES and Game Boy reviews for the first couple of issues. Solar Jetman, done by Nintendo and Rare, again, 92%. So how they do the ratings, like a lot of magazines back then, the looks, sounds, gameplay, lifespan, so all did high on all of those, and quite a lot of screenshots. Here we've got not a great game by LGN, who did the early wrestling games. WWF WrestleMania Challenge, getting 37%. Lifespan there, 1 out of 10. Saying about the same lifespan as a pint of milk left out in the sun, it'll last a day at the most. Quite a few different wrestlers can be seen there. Just, Ultimate Warrior, Macho King, Boots the Bad Beefcake, Rick Rude. Move on. Next up we have got Batman on the NES, done by Sunsoft, 81%, so not bad, not amazing though. I don't recall playing that, but I do recall playing this, something that I really struggle to play nowadays, and it's Simpsons Bat vs Space Mutants. Had that on my Atari ST. Remember it coming with the Amiga as well. They gave that 81%, so not a bad review at all. Just move on a little bit. Game I need on Super Nintendo Top 100 is Equinox Solstice 2. Here they are reviewing the first Solstice game. Now, my thoughts are with Equinox, I struggled to get into it, and Solstice sat out roughly the same, got 90% though, again highly rated. And next to it, a game called Time Lord, 43%. Just whiz forward a little bit more. Sorry about this. This is a bit boring, me just flicking through the magazine down here. Never actually played this on the NES. Defender of the Crown used to have on the Atari ST, which I thought was a great game, done by CinemaWare, Konami and Palcom on the NES version. So I think some of the similar things, like with the Robin Hood stage, the Under Siege, trying to attack the castle, and obviously you got the jousting as well. 71%. Not really the type of thing you'd expect to see on a console, but it's not that bad a rating really. Next up, a game again, never actually ever played this, but very good things. Snake Rattle and Roll, they're rated 90%. Quite a well-known NES game. So that's done again, Nintendo and Rare. So obviously Nintendo doing loads of what they're with Rare. Here we have Gauntlet 2, another game that I have played quite a lot on my Atari ST many years ago, and again it was 4 players as well, so I was reviewed a few games in this issue showing the 4-player adapter. Next up we have got, just again I've not looked at every single review, there's a lot of reviews in here. Quite a rare one now, looking at this fairly recently, Bubble Bobble on the NES. 80% there. I think most people play Bubble Bobble. It's on so many different systems, but it's such a great game, a proper arcade classic. And then we move on to the cheats. Total Tactics is the name we gave them. So we've got, again, like no internet back then, so it's just screenshots of how to get past little bits on Super Mario Land and Super Mario Brothers. Just move on. Oh god. Very, very difficult game. I had this on my Atari ST. We've got Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, and it's that version where it's the top-down maps and you're driving around in the Turtles van. Then you've got levels where you're going into the sewers, and it's absolutely solid. I don't know if anyone will agree with me on that, but I was absolutely awful at it. I know I'm awful at loads of games, but that was really, really difficult. And then we do get up to the Game Boy section. We've got F1 Race, a game I used to own when I got my Game Boy, 88%. And moving on, we've got Turtles for the Foot Clan, getting 91% there. So again, very high rating. And next to it, R-Type, getting 86%. So a few, you know, strong games straight away. We've actually reviewed Super Mario Land as well, obviously, first issue, so we're catching up on a few games. 94%, it's a great game. The second one, you know, I do think is a bit better, but it's a lot easier, the 6 golden coins. And then another well-known Game Boy classic, Revenge of the Gator, getting 85% there. And then just moving to the last couple now. Also got Castlevania on the Game Boy there, giving it 89%. And then really that is it, just obviously usual subscription and everything like that. And then just like a next month page on the back. So, you know, I'm really happy to get those. I've not read them for a very long time. It's like one of my mates who mainly bought Total. So yeah, we'll obviously carry on doing a magazine look back. So now this was only a really quick one. And like I say, keep checking out our videos. You know, leave a comment, anything like that. And again, keep checking out the show. We've had some great feedback and it's really good to hear. We've got a load of great stuff coming. Alright, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.